Oh hey, didn't see you there. Just eating my chips from a jug. It's highly recommended. That's ridiculous. Got another commission order coming up for a couple of outdoor chairs, aka the classic Adirondack. I don't think I'm gonna do a full build video because there's a lot of work to do and not much time. But I just wanted to film this quickly just in case maybe we do like a little short before and after video. But I was just down at the timber yard, even as the guy was pulling it out of the rack. It took him like 15 minutes to find it. And before he'd even started pulling it, he came over and he was like, mate, have you seen, he didn't say mate because he was Mexican, I think. He's like, mate, have you seen this timber? I don't think you're gonna want it. Even as he's driving across the yard, I'm like, holy fuck, that timber is absolutely torched. You can, even if I just give you a quick look, like you can see how fucking just torched that is. This is why it's so crucial, I think, to have the ability to mill stuff at your own shop. I mean, not even the timber yard can do anything with this other than obviously sell it to an idiot like me, because they're so warped that you're going to end up jointing the board into thin air before you actually get a flat face. However, if you decide to bring them home with you like that last cretin that's lurking in the corner at the pub and cut them up, don't cut people up. Don't cut people up. That's all I'm saying. You bring the timber home and cut it up into smaller pieces, you're much more able then to dress the timber, especially if you're making, you know, something that requires a lot of small pieces like chairs or some furniture or whatever. I just brought this timber in. Here's a quick look at the quality of the sticks we're dealing with. That table's not flat, but it's definitely not flat. Look at this one. Wowzers. Again, hopefully not too much of an issue if your parts are small enough, so I'm gonna crack into it. See you in a bit. Alright, I was just cleaning up and having a little bit of the old accuracy elixir, and I thought I'd film maybe just a little progress report. So it's been a couple of days work so far, a lot of milling. This timber was obviously kind of screwed, as you probably saw. If you were watching earlier. If you weren't watching earlier, I don't know how you got here. Anyways, we'll carry on. I'm using a combination of glue and screws on this one just because it's going outside, and it would be fairly shit if they fell apart, especially considering the price, if you know what I mean. Still in the clamps obviously, but it's been a while since I used polyurethane glue, and I forgot how much it frothed out. That tube of glue is such a little frother. It's super frothed to the max. Looks like it's gonna stick pretty well, which is obviously the whole idea. So looking for a good day tomorrow, and I'll check back in after that. Been doing quite a lot of Been doing quite a lot of thrush trimming on this project, and I am absolutely hanging out to get my hands on one of those super funky, crazy white side astro coated bits, because these straight flush trim bits are pretty good for about 2.5 minutes, and then they develop a pretty nasty habit of burning your work and throwing it at you across the room. Yeah, they need replacing desperately, so put that one on the list. Just got to finish plugging these screws that are exposed and sand it, oil them, deliver them, and she's done. Yoo! It's time. Okay, so everything's pretty much finished. They're all sanded up, dusted, ready for some finish. And I'm thinking it's gonna be the classic Watco teak oil, which is actually kind of semi-mislabeled as wood finishing products usually are. It's an oil varnish blend. You can't actually build it up into like a thick film finish. Stoked. I've actually never used this stuff before, so looks like it's probably the go, right? So we'll see how that goes. Here's the after with the finish on. We got a couple of bolts. Should be right. Looking slightly swanky if I do say so myself.